Right, going up with the old battered Sonic. Now, the three actual fins that hold the motor to, well, hopefully they're fixed now, hold the motor to the central fan unit, had actually two of the three fins had actually snapped. This is a Banggood one, brand new. So anyway, I've CA'd them back into place and sort of put a bit of CA around the joints and stuff, and I think I put some CA around the one that hadn't sheared as well. You can see we've got a bit of rubbing where the fan had been rubbing on the housing, because obviously it could move laterally. So we'll see if it's now working. Well, I know it's working, but let's see if it'll actually survive a flight, because I think I got 3 flights out of it last time, and the last flight it was sounding like the fan was ready to drop out. So here we go. There is not a breath of air today. It's very cold, as you can see, with the white on the... A few clicks are down.
Minutes.
This, I think, will make a great sloper. I love it when it's this calm. I've got the place to myself at the minute. Supposed to be others turning up, hopefully. Hope they've not forgotten about me and left me on my own today. I think the timer's set for 6.5. Now you can actually, if you go banzai with this, the 1800 65C 65 130 graphene 4S, you can run that dry in 4 minutes. Or you can make it sort of last 8 or 9 minutes. In fact, I think I've made it last a little bit longer actually. Well, that was on the previous fan. It's a stock motor. Obviously I replaced the fan because the blades had broken when I crashed it into one of the posts here. I've replaced the servos with metal gears because I broke them, or I broke one, so I replaced them both. When I crashed it, I also broke the wing. I snapped it off. The spar just goes through the central bit into the wing, the central fuse, and it only goes a couple of, maybe 2 inches or something into each wing. So actually, when it broke, I put a spar over the brake and glued it all together with some Yoo-hoo. So it's enough of that messing around shit. The recommended battery was, obviously it's Hobby King, was a 22 3-cell, but she was pretty slow at that. I've replaced the stock ESC long ago with a 40 amp plush, and even that on the stock motor on 4S it was overheating, being in the fuse, which is why it looks a bit messy, but it's out on the wing and it's got cooling now. In the fuse alongside the battery, which is where the stock one was, the heat from the battery and the ESC, it just used to go into thermal shutdown. Which wasn't fun. You get a minute or two of tear-arsing around, and then particularly on a hot day, and she'd go into thermal shutdown and give you less than half power, and you just have to
1 minute.
Cruise it, potter it around. But yeah, my thoughts were, seeing as I've now got access to a slope site, sounds like a twin turbo prop. But yeah, now seeing as I've got access to a slope site, it's a really flat wing. Obviously it's got the fan on it. So I'm thinking that will slope pretty well. You've got the motor to get it up in the air.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And if it does slope right, I might have a go at laminating it to make it a bit stronger and protect it a bit more. So the timer was set for 6.5 minutes. So we've gone past that now. These graphene do tend to give their all till they're basically gone. And I think what we'll do is we'll glide it down. It doesn't really matter which way I come in now. So, because there's absolutely no wind. But I will, still doesn't sound particularly healthy. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them fins is broken again. See why I think she'll be a good slope soarer, because she glides lovely, really does. Anyway, there we go. You can see there the brake right down, snap the wing off. I'll just put a blob of hot glue to sort of mould that round where the divot was. And let's have a look, wiggle in the motor. Yeah, that's one of them fins is broke again. Which one? Yeah, I'm gonna have to bugger. See that one? Can't really, without ripping all that off, I can't really get into it very easily. To put some fiberglass or something, a bit of matting either side of it to strengthen it, it's just, I don't think it's worth it anyway. It's a bit of a flaw that to have just three thin lats holding the motor on, and obviously if the fan isn't perfectly balanced, and I haven't had a go at balancing it, and it won't be, will it? It's the way it is, so that's going to vibrate at high RPMs, and obviously it's sheared, it's given away. I can't really see where she's broke. My fingers can't really tell anyway because it's that cold. But yeah, looks like I am going to have to bite the bullet and see if I can come up with another fan. I'd like one of the alloy ones, but they're so expensive and I can't find a decent one at a reasonable price that doesn't include a motor as well. There's some Dr. Mad Thrust ones, they're like about 70 quid. Well, the model brand new wasn't 70 quid, and I'm not sure I can justify that. I could go up to a 70mm one. I'd have to put some foam in spacers and adapt it slightly, but then some of the 70mm fans on a 4S, you need a 60 plus ampere C. They're heavier. Yeah, you're getting about 1.5 kilos of thrust with some of them, but I'm limited within just an 1800 battery without taking the canopy off or coming up with something else, or digging some out of the inside of the canopy, so I can maybe fit a 22 in there, but you're not going to fit a big battery, and it's just going to eat it dry in really quick time. Yeah, it'll go like stink, but it's going to pull a hell of a lot of amps. So I need to think what I'm going to do on that. Anyway, more planes to fly. Bye bye.